Hello. Hello. How is it going? How's it going? Welcome. Welcome to. Sorry. I've got a bit of cold, so I'm sorry. Welcome to it on our stream. I hope the background noise is not coming and it's just my voice. Because the society is having a little bit of celebration of something, I don't know. So they're playing music at the top level. And yeah, people are enjoying, but on a Saturday, we are here. We are back again because this is all about it. We gotta show up somehow every day. No, I didn't show up for the last 2 days, but okay, why can't you focus, mine? Okay, we are back in focus, but is our work back in focus? We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. Yeah, that makes more sense. So, how is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's your weekend going? It's already half the weekend over. And yeah. How's it going, chat? How's it going? So we'll wait for 5 more minutes and see if somebody else joins. And then we'll get started. Maybe we'll start at 6:55, which is in 4 minutes in my time. I mean, 4 minutes everywhere, but 6:55 our IST. So I'm gonna quickly mute myself and just see that the audio and things are coming good. Okay, I think the audio and everything is working fine. Okay, so we should be good to get started. Yeah, so it's 6:53 and in my time, like I said, it's 6:53 IST, and as I mentioned, we'll start at 6:55 IST. So 2 minutes more, 2 minutes more. And before that, what are we doing today? So for the past 2 days, for the past 2 streams, I think, or 3 streams, we have been exploring this thing called FastAPI. All right, and yeah, my cat is just. So he had an operation today. We neutered him today, so he's supposed to lie down. He has been sedated. So he's supposed to wake up after, like not wake up, be active after almost 6 hours. But the moment we came home, he started running around and like he's wobbly and all that. But then we lie him down on a pile of bedsheet and all that so that he's warm, he's everything. He would just get up and he would just run around. Pretty weird. Okay, cool. But let me just go ahead and do a quick check of what he's doing. Just a second. वो proper चल रहा है without any issues. Without any issues, proper चल रहा है वो. Yeah. So anyways, cool. So what are we doing today? In the past 3 days, in the past 3 streams, we have been exploring FastAPI in Python. Python is a scripting language, so I used to use Python for DSA practice, but I didn't do it because I just wanted to stick to one language. So my primary language is Java, so I wanted to do with that. But yeah, FastAPI is something which I have been seeing for a couple of weeks, I would say, or months, that FastAPI. So I just wanted to see exactly how it is. Until now, I have had a good experience. I think the developer, I forgot the developer's name, but he has also he has a bunch of open source projects under his under him. He has SQL model, which is kind of a wrapper on top of SQL Alchemy, if I understood that correctly, and things like that. Hey, hello. Top 1%. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. And yeah, and the second thing is that FastAPI looks pretty good. I have mostly been working with Spring Boot as the primary web framework, Spring Web. But yeah, this also looks like a good one because it actually has a good amount of type checking. So that takes away the pain point of Python, one thing. Because I didn't like Python because it's back. I still don't like it because it's leaky, so you can have two variables in a different two scopes. But because it's a scripting language, you just leak out and say, oh, there's something from outside, right? I think JavaScript also has that problem, but they solved it with the constant let. Var still has that scoping problem. But nonetheless, language is language, problems are problems. Good things are good things, right? I suppose. So today what we're gonna do is, I think last day, so let's actually switch. So it's already 6:57 and we already started a little bit early, not 6:55, but that's fine. So let me go to the live scene. Yeah, I'm not sharing anything stupid. Okay, cool. And you just, okay. So let me just go to backend and I can do, so let's put this thing in Makepy. Of course I have to first save this FastAPI, FastAPI run dev, run main, I think it was called. Yeah, okay. So we are running it in a, cannot do that because we have post methods mostly. So let's look at what we can do. I'm gonna pull up another one because I think this is also kind of distracting. So let me move everything around. Hopefully my screen is getting shared. Okay, yeah. So dev GitHub Priya, and then okay. So next thing that I can do is let's also activate this thing in here. So you have to go to backend and click activate. So you have a bunch of things in here. You have email validators and all of that coming in as part of, I think, FastAPI. So maybe we can use those stuff. Or no, wait, I think email validator is coming as part of Pydantic. Maybe. Not sure. Anyways, so one of the things we can do is, let's look at what we are doing. So our server is running somewhere. And let's open up Postman. Do not tell me my Postman crash. Please don't tell me that. Man, Postman has a couple of issues on Linux. I just don't know. Yeah, fail to load drivers and stuff like that. You know what? Can we just not this? I want to say HTTP 5. Can I just download this guy? but whenever I go to write by, I get so confused by the syntax. It's just a habit, right? If you start doing it every day, you will not get, like, of course, first couple of time it would be uh, it would be not as simple as just, can I just do local post from here? Cannot do, right? Don't tell me I can do that. Thank you. So I have to download this. So what? Yeah, you just gotta code in it, man. I have to say that. How do you get comfortable with anything? You just gotta do something every day. That's all. That's how you get comfortable with it. So one of the things I would do is app search HTTP. Can I do that? I can. I suppose. Oh, like tools for human. I do not want that. I want a desktop application. Will it download me an app file? No. Yeah, man. I don't want to do that. And I don't know what's the issue in here. Maybe I have to remove it from here. Okay, yeah, I think I already answered that, right? I am an ARM. Yeah, so you just gotta do something every day, and like that you would get comfortable. That's all. That's all. Nothing super complicated things in here, honestly. I just gotta quickly stop sharing my screen because I don't know what the heck I have on downloads. I can do that to see first. I don't have anything much. Okay. Okay, so it's a tarball. And how do you unzip a tarball? Tar X3F tarball? Cool. So you have Postman now. And I'm pretty sure I knew this. Can I just run this? File Postman. What is this? It's a symbol. Ah. Okay. So do I have any type executable? Is it not that how you do that? What? I forgot. Oh, I think you just have to hyphen executable or hyphen executable. Yeah, hyphen executable. Okay. I'm guessing this is just Postman. Man, this really sucks. It's an L64 dynamically, okay, but it's an executable. अरे यार. Hold on, chat. I think I know what I did. Man, just sometimes things just stop working and I hate that. Just simply hate that. I'm still downloading, okay. So tar xbfc Postman. Okay. CD Postman. I have to log in again. Okay. So we can log in, but before that, I quickly want to do something in here. So what I do want to do is, so this is downloads, right? Which has Postman, and I have to move it somewhere. So do I have third party? Do I have .bin? Don't have .bin. Can I just say, what all things do you have in here? Do you have bin? I have just bin. Okay. Oh, sorry. So you have Storage Explorer. That is okay. Storage Explorer is again a dictionary. A bunch of shit there. That's okay. So what I have to do here is that I have to go to bin. I have to move everything from downloads of Postman. Not like that. Wait, first I gotta make something called Postman. That's important. Then I'm gonna move everything from Postman to Postman here. Can I just go to Postman? Of course, I made that thing. Shit. Okay. Move Postman to Postman, and just say this. And then I'm gonna say move Postman to here. Thank you. And this is what I want to delete. Good. But now, can I think I have to say that. Okay. Can I just say Postman? Ayo. But that is still fine. What I have to do here is, so I have to fix the path, but I'm gonna fix it later on. So bin Postman, and then Postman. Let's see. Good. But I do need to log in, right? I do need to log in. So where is my? That is not what I'm looking for. Huh. Yeah, let me quickly sign in. Okay, seems like we are back. We at least have this now. It still works under this. I think X11 is being used to launch this guy. But yeah, we have to fix things later and create an app or something. So let's quickly go to our database. So Docker sec IT, what is it called? Todo DB bean batch SQL. Name is Postgres. User is Postgres. Password is also open, so that's fine. Select star from profile. Okay, so you have a Priyak Day and a John Doe. That's fine. What we can do right now is, where's the body? So of course this thing is going to fail, saying data entry. Okay, integrity issue. We're gonna fix up the things today. Hopefully. but let's say this is Jane Doe, okay? And this is Jane Doe. Password is password. I found an entry-level position in visa. How should I prepare? I think for that, first you'll get a written test, which is like DSA. I was looking at your profile, I think last year, and you mentioned something about code forces and all that. So if you're good with DSA, it should be fairly simple for you. The next rounds would completely depend on the team that you're going for. But most of the teams, 1 or 2 rounds would be again DSA. Another round, they might not grind you that much, but might, sorry, but might go over a case of either LLD or HLD or both. And after that, there'll be a managerial round where they would usually talk about your past projects. So this is usually what I have seen trend to. So for your experiences in entry level, I think you should prepare more DSA and understand a little bit basics of architecture. How would you design an API? How would you design a database? How would you design your entities for your database? Things like that, I would say. Okay. So this is null. That's fine for now. What we can do is you can say this is this. Okay, so yeah, you have created. So, and your password is a hash password. We have done all those things. All those things are done, right? So let's look at what all things was next. So add middleware for cores. Don't download shit. So yes, this is what I was looking for. That how we are going to create something like this, right? So FastAPI. This is learn, and I remember I just do cores. Okay, so in here use cores middleware. You can configure it using the cores middleware. So does this come along with your well, it doesn't quite say so, but you know what, we can just go to backend pen. And suppose you see this guy. What the fuck are you talking about? Rip grep. Are you? Yeah, let's just rip grep. Fuck you, rip grep. Okay, so as I mentioned, yes, it already comes with it. And even though I have mentioned here that, hey, so let's actually, so don't download shit. Well, technically we are still not downloading shit. We are using something from here itself. So let's see what all things it actually does provide, right? So in here, lib python 3, site packages, starlet, middleware. So what all things do you have in middleware? Authentication, base course, errors, exceptions, HTTPS redirect sessions, trusted host. Oh my god, we can do a good amount of things in here by itself. So let's first look at course, right? So course, what was the name? Okay, it is capital. Okay, so this here is it. So you have to give it the app, you have to give it the allowed origins and things like that. Okay, so you have to give it this bunch of things. Okay, so but then how do you, okay, so you just do that. That's pretty, wait, why do you have to, why can't I just create a course and pass it? Because right here it accepts every one of these things. So why can't I create, why do I have to do it that way? Okay, but I mean, it's fine for now, I suppose. So backend, so let's see how we can do that, right? So somewhere here we say server, right? We say server, and how they were doing app.add. Okay, So add middlewares. Okay. So what you can do is, so let's actually see how to do that in local, because I remember we did a bunch of things in here for our locals, so we can just copy paste all the things. Very, very easy. Because course is a real beast to fight with. I feel so. I'm a noob anyways, so thank you. So we can copy this thing. So maybe I can put it as a reference somewhere. Yeah. So maybe I can put that in here. So registry add mapping. Okay. So what are things you have in here? So you have to say, I think I get it. What happens here is that server dot add middleware. So you have to give it the class, and then you have to give it the things in here. So maybe I should switch back here and look at one of the things, add route. So last year we were thinking of extracting these out to a separate router class, and we couldn't do that. So maybe today we'll be able to do that. But anyways, add all middleware config. So even we can extract this out later on. So add middleware. So this is course middleware, and then you don't have to do all of these things. We can actually see here what all things you allow. So allow origins, of course. Okay. So allow origins is so if I'm not wrong, 5173 is the Vite default port 5173, because that's what we are going to be doing. So then allowed methods is post get. We definitely have a delete, and we definitely have a put. We want a patch or a put. We are just going to do a put, and options is another thing that we do. Okay. So now for allow headers, what do you do for allow? Oh, we also do patch for some reason. Let's do. I don't have patch here, so allowed headers is everything for now. Okay, so we're gonna allow everything. Allow credentials is true, and max age can be at the same expiration time. Okay, so here, you know what, I'm wrong in this. It has to be in seconds. So 60 seconds in a minute into 60. That's an hour into 24. So that's a day. I was wrong. My bad. Okay. But I remember you also had to do something like read headers, and I think that was in Vault IQ. Like you want the UI to read some of the. So let's just see. Allow methods. Well, it's wrong. Origins. Apparently there is none, which I don't think is the correct thing, right? What did I do? Where did I put that thingy? Maybe in config. We have a web config. Allowed. Man, it's allowed. Expose headers. So you also gotta expose the headers. And okay, we are pulling this in from config. So we have to go back to config in here somewhere. Can you just show me application Do I put it in here? Yes, we put it in here. Okay, so allowed headers, we don't have to say that. It has to be content type and except. Then what you have next thing would be exposed headers. So allowed headers means that I am allowing the UI to send me these headers, which I'm gonna wait. That's true, right? Yeah, if I'm not wrong, allow headers is that, and expose headers is that I have exposed certain headers. So whatever headers I'm sending, what are the things that the JavaScript can reach? What all headers a JavaScript client can? Okay, so expose headers. Yeah, so have to copy paste a bunch of things from here. I think a better way to do that is here. Now I can just simply copy this guy, and of course is this wrong? Yeah, cool. What are you looking for in Java code base? I'm looking for, I've previously already solved course issues, so I'm just looking for what all things I have to put in the configuration. The configuration is forced because it's a giant pain in the ass, to be very honest. Okay, and max age is this, and yeah, so that is pretty much what we have in here. Okay. Okay, cool. So this is what we have for course, but to actually know that our course configuration is correct, we got to write the client, and I don't want to do it. But let's actually switch to the client side for now, right? Let's actually switch to the client side for now, and let's look at another shitty language, JavaScript, and another shitty framework or library, React. Okay, which also I do need to look up a lot of references because I don't know shit about it. But I know enough to stitch together things. That is true. Okay. Front end. I think you don't have to do that. So first thing is, do I have Node installed? I have Node installed. Okay, cool. And I should have this installed also. Okay. So now what we are doing, we are writing some JavaScript. The first thing I'm going to do is, man, I forgot how to create a React Vite application. Create Vite latest, is that how you do that? I forgot. Apparently I remember. It's called front end, and then I want a React thingy. I of course want TypeScript. I don't want, there's also tan stack router and things like that, which I never used and I want to learn, but not for this. Use roll down Vite is experimental. The future default Vite is powered by roll down. What the fuck it is? Experimental, always yes. Install with npm and start now. I ran npm, pnpm. What do you want me to use? Something else? npm self update. So after you download a shit ton of things, I'm gonna, motherfucker, started the application right away. Do you have that? Localhost 5173. Okay, cool. So you have that, and well, you can shut up now. Okay. So you have a front end. Okay, and you have a bunch of files in here. Cool. One of the things I do want to do is use the other guy to start. Okay, look at that. We have the backend server running. We have the roll down feed running, and we have this guy running. We have a lot of things running. How cool is that? Okay, I think it's time to actually start fixing things. Don't say whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to do. Well, not here. I have to go to front end and then load it up. So the first thing we're going to do here is just ignore whatever it's talking about. So yeah, I don't want to change that. I don't want to change that. I don't want to change that. One of the things I remember we have to change here is editor, code style, JavaScript should be 80. Okay, good. We are good, I think. Readme, I don't know. This thing is fine. This thing is also fine, I suppose. So you can just say Todo Application using, well, it's a this thing. It's not gonna take so much of space, I think. So this is fine. Node.js is required to work correctly. Can you just not understand from where I'm picking up Node? And local shell PMP. Okay. Okay. Can you work correctly now? Okay, let's go here. Here are a bunch of assets which I don't need. Get the fuck out of here. CSS max width is this. Maybe we keep that. Maybe we keep that. Maybe we keep that. Other things can read the docs. If I remember correctly, last day I was talking about a Python library which generates the documentation. It's read the docs, if I'm not wrong. It's read the docs, I think so. Or whatever. Okay, so in here I don't want anything else. Where is the div that you okay, so that's why you have the fragments, right? I guess I have to zoom in this thing a little bit so people can see. I hope you guys can see what I am doing. It's not very small. Hello world. There is also index.css which I wanna, yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna remove all of these stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna remove all of this stuff, and here it says hello world, and whatever I did, it didn't work because I suppose you have to put that here. I also don't want to probably put that. Maybe let's put that. I never use that. Maybe that's the answer. Do I have to say HTML and body? Not data body. Motherfucker. What is the issue? Aha! Maybe that's the issue. Yeah, but I still have that, but that's fine because I already mentioned that I want sorry, a max width of this thing. So that should be fine, I think. Okay, so let's quickly try and bootstrap our application. So here would be a header. So let's give a header and let's just say Todo Application using FastAPI powered by. Is that the correct word to say? Powered by. And React. Cool. Then in here, this might be your main div. Can you just okay? In here, class name can just be admin, something like that. Right. Okay. So we of course need to know the state that if the user is logged in or not, right? If not, we have to ask the user to log in, right? So that's something. For that, we have shared CN. From where did this color scheme is light dark and the background is this? I don't like this background. I like this background. No, I think that's better. Is it any difference? I think that's fine. Okay. So okay, so we also need to add shared scene. So let's add shared scene. Can you tell me how to get started? Man, I forgot how to installation. Yeah. So I'm with feet and no. Okay. So you add this thing, which is okay. Well, I'm in the front end, right? Okay. So I'm in here in CSS. You have to. So I'm just gonna do a blind copy paste of thing. Okay. If it works, if it doesn't work, nobody cares. So we have to do an import tailwind base, I think. Tailwind CSS. Okay. So after that, you have to add dsconfig, and you have to do this entire thing in here. Files reference, blah blah blah. Okay, so we added that. So this is, as far as I remember, aliasing to the paths. It helps you aliasing to the paths. You also have to go dsconfig app JSON, and in here you have to add this to the compiler options. So where's the compiler options? Okay, so this is where you are, and it goes to here, and you can just simply add that. Cool. Then you have to add this as a dev dependency. What else do you need? What else do you need? Oh, yes. So DLX is like the script executors. The question is, what do I need? I'm just gonna say neutral, and I should be fine. It's gonna update everything in index.css, which, where is index.css? Where is this? Yeah. So yeah, it added a bunch of things in here. So I think we should be good. We should be good. Yeah, cool. Should be good in here. That's all the drill. Just give me a second. I'm back. Okay. So, okay, cool. Now the question is, how do we do this design, right? And since I'm really good with UI, and since I'm really good with, like, I'm a great designer, What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to here to my previous project, which is again nothing but a to-do application, by the way. But a to-do application, by the way. I'm simply gonna say UI, and I'm gonna steal some of the code. I think so. Robert, how about because okay, let's see if Zentra still works, right? So here's an idea. I don't have to do this. Wait a second. What? That's weird, man. I don't have this code locally. Yeah. That's really weird. But okay, because let's clone this project locally, I suppose. Do I have stack and all that? Okay, I have a stack YAML. I only have the database. I don't have the UI stuff. So here's what I'm thinking. Without much work, I can simply copy paste my UI because it's also a to-do application which I created for some reason. I don't know. How about I simply take this UI and connect with this backend, which means I don't have to write a lot of React code. Is that a good idea? Maybe not. Maybe yes. Who knows? But I don't know if that shit works. And I don't want to go into it. But one of the things we can always do here is this thing, and let's, I guess, open up a new one. Well, I already should be having a new one, right? Yeah, so you gotta be kidding me, dude. There's something inside Zentra getting creative for something? Huh? Really? Fuck. Okay. So, here, let's just go here. Well, let's just go to UI and let's install stuff. Okay. Then run dev should be it. So this is the thing. Voila. We already have this code. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think? A good idea. Yeah. I'm thinking just do that because I don't want to code this shit up. Do I? Because I think that would make a little bit better hands-on with UI also. That's one thing. But anyways, I'm gonna go to the code base and copy paste stuff. So not sure. Okay, let me take a quick 2 minutes break, 5 minutes break. I need to go get water. I thought I had water. I'm gonna make some tea. I need some refreshing tea. So yeah, let's take a quick 5 minutes break and I'll see you. Bye-bye. Okay, we are back. We are back. And we have some tea with us. Cheers. So recently I Googled what kind of tea. Previously I was having Kashmiri kawa with me, the tea bags. I was just Googling that what is a good tea for long streams, which can keep me refreshed and hydrated. Apparently there's something called peppermint tea. And I got that. It tastes quite good. So yesterday only I got that. It tastes quite good. It has a peppermint taste. So it's a little like, fix how it would, burst in your mouth and all that. So yeah, hopefully I like it. Cheers. Man, I need to remove my glasses. Non-alcoholic cheers. Sure. Okay. So while I was steeping my tea, I had some time to think about how we're going to go forward with this. And this is how we're going to go forward. Right now, since the main idea of the entire stream was I set up the UI file also. Oh, awesome. Good progress. Since the entire effort was to learn more about FastAPI, what I'm going to do for now is we're not going to stick to that. What I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to copy paste the my previous Todo Application code, which kind of fits the same model. So you have a sign up using an email. So we have to change the code a little bit. We have to change the code a little bit. I think it's email, not username. But well, we can say the email is the username. Why not, right? So for now, we are gonna mold our thing into sign up. Okay, we're gonna mold our thing into sign up. So what would happen here is that it would make sense that we move fast, but then later on we can create our own UI for this particular thing. Right? How about that? How about that? I think it's a good idea, which can save us some time, right? How about that idea? Cool. So let's go in and see what exactly is the code that we have in there, right? So let's first do one thing. Let's first say, so do I have my thing running? I have it running. Okay, so it's 2333. Sorry, 22333. Okay, so now nothing hopefully is listening on 5173. Cool. Makes sense. So what I can do here is I can just copy recursive git dev github react Zentra UI. To Zentra UI here. I should have done a -v, but that's fine. Okay, cool. So we have copy pasted everything. And also node modules, which means we can simply say, well, run dev, and it should go to 5173. If we try to log in, now, if I try to say priyak@gmail.com, and if I say password, I won't be able to log in because, of course, if I go to my network tab, the APIs are failing, right? So one of the things I feel is right away, if I'm not wrong, it should do a me call. It doesn't do a me call. It doesn't do a me call apparently. Whatever. That's fine. So let's close this guy. Let's go back here, and let's say you can shut up. And here we can just go to Zentra UI, and we can say npm run dev. So okay, so it still should be working. And here we have to start working on our application, right? So one of the things we can simply say is, can I just check where all local hosts are? And of course, it's gonna shit out a lot of code. So one of the things we can do is we can go to source and then say localhost. Cool. Okay. So here you have, I do have this thing. Okay, so we have a little bit of change in the APIs, but that's fine. So let's go to auth service, right? So service auth service localhost. In here we have to say so this is 8,000 sign up, right? But we also have to, go to new account request, and yeah, so we have to go to types, API types, and in here we have to change this to user name. So that should trigger a bunch of warnings. That should trigger. How did it not trigger a bunch of warnings? How did it not trigger a bunch of warnings? Oh, welcome page. Username, components, forms, auth forms. Okay. So here in the form itself, let's just say it's a username, right? So here also we have to say it's a username, and somewhere in the actual form we have to say username. Does that work? Okay, that works. Good. Okay. Next thing that I do want to do is in the login form, well, right here, we have to say this is username. We are still doing an email schema validation. That's fine because I just want to test out things, right? Username. This is a text, I think you say, right? I don't quite remember. Ah, fuck. It's gonna do a validation on the email. That's fine. Just gonna keep that. So even in the login form, it says username. Even in the sign up form, it says username. That's fine. And then if I just go to service, I think auth service. So in here, what all things you have? So you have this. So someone might be calling. Why does it completely remove everything? So you have to sign up, and it was sign up, right? It's called sign up. So let's actually see if it fails, right? So why am I even doing this thing? So let's say sign up. So I want to say foobar at the email.com. Password is password. I don't remember if there's any validations in there. Okay, I cannot do a sign up because I'm pretty sure something is failing. No. It didn't make any call. That's weird ass. Auth context. Okay. Okay. 33. Frame context, auth context. 33. So here you do get the sign up. So somewhere you must be calling sign up. Yeah. So somewhere you're calling sign up and you're passing that information. Sign up, and hopefully you do that. So you're doing in sign up form, component forms, auth, sign up. What line was it? 47. So what's the sign up schema? Sign up schema is name, username, password. Isn't that what we have? Username, password, name. Yeah. So this is the sign up schema that I have. So name, username, password. And you get the schemas from somewhere. Okay, type schema. It's fine. How is the request not going through? So if I just say from here, the request will go through, that's fine. But from the UI, there's no request going through. That is us. Okay. What is happening? What is it saying? Output is changing an uncontrolled input to be controlled. This likely is causing the value change from undefined to a defined value. It should not have happened. Decide between using a controlled. Am I using this email in? Aha! I understand what is happening. Where is this thing? Yeah, I understand. I think I understand what's happening. Set email. Email? Yeah. About now. Oh fuck. So we were able to at least make the call, and it failed absolutely nicely with a curse issue. And it says options is not allowed. Did we not add options? I thought we had options. So this is not the only thing that you have to do, I suppose. It's all you're saying. That's all I have to say, right? It's still a course issue. But I do say this is allow origins. Do you want also head to be allowed? Is that what you're looking for? No. Maybe this also. Okay, so whatever we are doing from Starlet needs to come from FastAPI apparently. The fuck? I didn't know that. Let's actually restart the server. Maybe like for the middleware you have to restart the server. Not that sir. We were able to make the call, but it failed. Because it is expecting something in return. And I guess it expects. We can check the database if that worked fine. So yes, it worked fine. So this is the username, but it's expecting the account ID, I suppose. Right, expecting an account ID. Which is kind of sus thing. So I think like, okay. So is that because of head? By the way. It was not. I guess the imports were wrong. Yeah, like I mentioned yesterday, code is a giant pain in the ass, so you really don't know what's happening, what's not happening. But I think our sign up is working fine. And if I say the sign up, does it send you back the set cookie thing? Response headers. I think where I want to go is application. If I go here, theme and all that is fine. But. If I look at services or services, there's something called auth response. So I guess it's under types and API types. And in auth response, we're just expecting this. Well, we can of course send that back. What we can say here is in models, you can simply say response.py plus what is it called? Auth response. Auth response is from base model. Okay. You have to say account ID, which is an int. It's an int, right? That's what we're looking for. It's a number. So yeah, this is what we're looking for. Okay. So in our main sign up, we can return this. So it doesn't return back anything. So one of the things I do want to check here is that how does it return the that? So if I go back here to sign up, I can say foobar @gmail.com. Password is something here. That's fine. But if I go back to this thing in here, but it says returning profile ID. So what's the problem? This also returns none. This also returns none. Question is, how do I get back the ID? Okay, let's go to add. Yes, so this is what I want. Okay, so objects that are in transient state when passed and blah blah blah. But it returns not, buddy. So it also does a save or update. So basically it's a merge technically. But that is not what I'm looking for. Buddy. Ugh. So what is the point of the framework issuing this particular my entire point here is that if you're issuing this particular thing, which is done by SQL Alchemy, why can I not get back the ID? What is the problem, buddy? So here you say, yeah, this is what you try to do. So I have not given one. Okay, then it tries to do an instance state and all of that. Let's save or update state. Okay, save or update implementation. Says nowhere you return me back with an ID. That's really bad. How about I say session.exec? Can I do an insert? Suppose I can do an insert. So here I have to set a table or a join or an alias or a CT. Okay, so let's say profile. Params. Username is this. Password is the password hash. Name is this. Created at is this. Modified at is this. So I essentially do that myself. Yeah, why can't I next make something with Go? I already did some streams with Go, by the way. I don't know if you're already aware. Yeah, so I don't have any videos, by the way. I just have played this thing. So I built a little small HTTP server with Go. I built a TCP chat server with Go. I'll build a very simple echo server with Go. So yeah. But I don't have enough knowledge. I mean, I don't have enough knowledge on anything. So, but yeah, probably I'll do that. The question here is, how the heck do you not let me return the ID, buddy? Okay, I think it's time for that. Using SQL model for inserting data. Where is my entity? This is a profile. So it issues a SQL which has returning ID, but it's SQL alchemy. One of the methods in SQL model does returns. How do I capture the returning ID? Also, I think, let's see, matb style. What is matb? Matt Bullock? The TypeScript guy? No, there's something else, I think. I don't know who that is. Session.add will populate automatically after this thing, and only your primary key is autoing. Your model is missing default equal null, so things you're providing the ID, it does not auto-generate. I don't want it to auto-generate, buddy, because my database is auto-generating it. How on earth is it semantically correct that your ID is an optional thing? Huh? Wait, what? Okay, maybe I just do a session.refresh. Maybe that's, but it's gonna issue another thing, right? So session refresh here is account ID, which is profile.id. Can I just give a content type? Headers. So can I just say content? I think it's already going to be added, by the way, by default. Let's ignore it for now, and let's see that your application seems to work fine. So one more time, it still says it's empty. Do I need to restart this guy? Because it's dev, buddy. Run is for production. My bad, sorry. Okay. So me is failing, that's fine, but at least we made this work. Okay. So what is me expected to do, right? So let's go and see that, and we can try to backfill this application. Holy shit, this view didn't go away, but this is working. So my UI state is already broken. My UI state is already broken, but it's fine. My cat, even after man, doctor mentioned not to run around, but he is running around. What can I do? Hmm. Okay, so we have to implement this guy, and let's quickly implement that. And I forgot what we have to implement, but that's beside the point. So I think at the rate server get v1 me. What does me? What are you expecting out of me? Okay, so let's go ahead and see that. What's me? Actually, the API, yeah, it's gonna give you back the state of who the user is, the profile details. Uh-huh. Me. That is a very dumb thing to do. Okay. So the very first thing you have is this thing. So service, account service. In here, let's just say. By the way, if I would have just done this, I mean, I kind of tend to leave out my projects, but if I would have done this, yeah, whatever. Okay. Cool. What I do want to do here is that I want to see how this is where you need to start working on middleware. So how does the middleware work? Let's look at that. So you have a middleware where you have a bunch of things which you can initiate it with. Then you say call. I'm guessing this is where it would be called. Okay. Can I cannot edit it because, okay. Otherwise, I just done some logging and see what's happening. Well, it's fine. Okay. But I suppose we already remember that in backend, and I think it's in lib, right? Lib 64 or lib? हाँ हाँ अभी चलते हैं 10 मिनट में. Okay. तुम रेडी हो जाओ, चलते हैं 10 मिनट. So I remember there was a file called authentication.py. Was there not? There was, and we found it, and Python site starlet middleware authentication. So okay, you have that, and you have a bunch of things in here. Okay. So what are the things we have to pass? We have to pass the app, we have to pass the backend. So what is an authentication backend? This I think I'm more interested in. How this is all working? What is working? What is working? And let's try to keep the conversation in Bengal, in English, so that if anybody else is reading, it makes more sense. But yeah, what do you want to understand? So here itself, fuck, I forgot what was the name. So I am in Starlet right now, so I can remove these guys. So it was called the backend, and it's called authentication backend. So like how the backend talking to the database. Backend is talking to the data. Hold on just one second. Authentication. How the database is made and running. Okay, so you want to do, but how do I get hold of the connection? Also, it says not implemented. Does it mean I'm supposed to implement it? Okay, yeah. Coming to the point of how things are working. How things are working, I can quickly show this. It's very simple. Yeah. This is running on my local. Everything is technically running on my local, and this is a Docker container that I'm using, and I'm just using Docker to run it. I'm just using Docker to run this container. That's all. Okay, so that's one answer. That how is it running? I mean, you just run a Docker container, or you can install Postgres on your system. I don't want to install anything on my system, so that's why I'm using Docker. What is Docker? That's something I think you should learn. It's a good tool for any developer. That's one thing. Docker is a containerization tool. It's a container running tool, so it helps you run containers. So suppose that you can run your application in isolated. Yeah, I know Docker. Good. So I'm just using Docker to do that. And API is FastAPI. UI is React, which we haven't done. So I have a previous UI which I copied over, and I'm trying to backfill, guys, and make two things work. Well, whatever was the entire thing of the stream, I wanted to make the course work. That I kind of did. So course is working now. By the way, well, I don't want to do it here. I can mark this off, I suppose. I have to work on the middleware filtering. Okay. So yeah, that's basically it. How the database is made and running. Database is a software. Operating system is a software. Database is a software. It's just a software which is running, right? I'm not making it run. I'm not building a database. I wish I could. I'm not that smart. Maybe someday, but I'm not that smart right now. Let's say in that way. To create a database, if you want to know how a database is working, one of the books that I would I mean, this again is I don't know how. If you're asking from, so whatever I say, it's mostly from knowledge perspective, not from an interview perspective. Okay, and I study in that way also. So database internals, I have never read this book. I heard that this is a good book. You can buy this book if you want. Yeah, I don't know, like, depending on whether you want to spend money or not, you can buy this book. And if you don't want to spend money, I suppose there are ways to get books, honestly. I'm not going to say it right here, but anyone smart enough to hack the book would know. Right? There's apparently something called database internals. I didn't know. Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess link is here, so you can see build a database from scratch. Okay, so apparently it's Rust. I don't know if you're comfortable with Rust or not. Do they do B3? B plus tree, that makes sense. That's also fine. So do you do a tree somewhere? Do you do a node? You don't do a node. Do you do a B node? You do a page? How do you do structures in this thing? I don't know. So I don't see this is how this is useful. Apparently there's this thing which I didn't know. So again, it says full book is for purchase, but maybe you can hack that also. Yeah. So that's kind of like, you can Google up. I was looking for a Medium post in C medium. Blog post, if I not remember correctly. I think this is it. Do they do buffered? They don't do, because I remember that guy created their own custom buffer tree and things like that. But I mean, yeah, you can just Google stuff and then find it. Okay, maybe this is also something that you can refer to. I'm not sure how good it is, but whatever I was looking for, I didn't find it. DB was part of our course. Yeah. So, I mean, in that way, I don't know what your question is, because you know what a database is, you know what an API is, and an API is connecting to a database over network. That's all. That's pretty much it, right? So you yourself know the answers to all the questions that you had. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so it's already 8:43 and I have to go out for dinner. So what I'm planning to do is I'm gonna stop right now. We did a very short stream today. It's almost 2 hours out of which took a break. Maybe I restart the stream in the night if I want to do some DSA. I am planning to do some DSA today. It's been long that I did some DSA. Neat code. Do I want to do neat code? Yeah, maybe I can do neat code, because wait, this is the diagram. This is not my roadmap. I bet. Sorry. Yeah, sliding window is something which I fucking hate. I'm not gonna do that. Trees is something maybe I can complete. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get messed around here. And in binary search, maybe today, I think the first thing today. Okay, let's do a DSA stream in the night. If I am not if I'm in the mood to stream, I'm gonna do the stream. But the idea here is that the very first problem that I want to learn how to do this is median of two sorted arrays using binary search. So I don't know if anybody did this, but I heard from an ex-meta engineer, a principal engineer, that this is one of the hardest problems. And in hundreds of interviews that he has asked the same question, like out of thousands, he has asked this question in hundreds for really good people, really good candidates, and only 4 or 5 could solve it. So I want to crack this guy, because you never know, because Meta might call me in the night and say, can you solve this shit, and we are going to give you $500 million for that. So I'm going to mug it up. I'm going to get $500 million. How much did Meta pay? I forgot. Meta payment or AI 1.5 billion. Okay. Recent news and trolls, memes. This is not what I want to do. That would be great. What, me getting $500 million? That would be really great. I don't know if I would be able to solve the poverty problem of the world or India, but I know I can solve my poverty problem if I get $500 million. But I think he got $800 million, right? Meta package for AI researchers. Recent news. I don't remember. Anybody knows what was the name? Meta hired Andrew Tulloch. No. I'm talking about an Indian guy. Or is it OpenAI? They are getting $250 million for research. I'm pretty sure, like, the salary is gonna be like 200k, 500k, 600k, and the rest of it is ESOPs, right? Okay. $300 million over 4 years, where your salary is 500k, and the rest of to $99.5 million, right? Is over ESOPs, right? Yeah. But I heard somebody got $800 million or something like that. Yeah. So anyways, I can find that news. But yeah, so maybe tonight at around 10:30, 11 o'clock, I don't know. I have no plans when I'm going to start the stream. I am going to do some DSA, and I'm going to try to see if I can solve this thing. I'm going to try and solve this. I'm going to try and get everything picked. Like I mentioned, DSA is more of a adrenaline boost, so you want to see that success thing. So here, that success thing is turning blues into pinks. So maybe it gives me a dopamine hit for the rest of the week. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. So I'm not going to commit the code tonight. The reason behind that is I have to clean up a lot. I have to still figure out how to do the auth. I don't want to commit a code before I do that. And also, maybe next time I start with the UI and not be lazy. Or we can keep working the way we are doing, where we are exit. Wait a second. Yeah, do we have more? Holy shit. Yeah. So I love doing DSA problems so much. Yeah, I'm not that good with DSA problems. I think specifically, I have never touched code forces. I have never touched code forces. I'll be very, very honest of why I never touched code forces. The main reason behind that is, okay, so again, the UI is kind of shitty, and I understand where it's coming from. But I forgot the place. Can you just tell me where exactly can I get a problem set? Okay, cool. I just need a problem. Okay, so let me go to this problem. Blah, blah, blah. Now the problem here is I absolutely hate these kind of things because this is not a realistic problem. Nowhere in my entire 10 years of career, and I'm pretty sure till the time I work in IT, will someone tell me take an input like this from a file and output it like this. So what makes more sense is lead code problems still do a bit where you say, why do I have to log in again? Okay, anyways, where you say, okay, you have a function which takes in something and it returns back something. Never in your life will you have to come up saying, oh, I need to parse because this is test case 1, test case 2, test case 3, test case 4, then 6 is A, 2 is B. It's not going to happen ever in your life unless you're doing, what are those called? Google Code Jam or something like that, and Meta Hack, a Hacker Cup or something, right? It's kind of same thing. No, it is not the same thing. I have to write this piece of code, and I don't want to write a main function writing a scanner. It's not the same thing. If you say this is the same thing, I am sorry, but I don't think so you have coded enough to understand the difference between reading an input and actually writing an algorithm, right? Let me quickly first log in. Just a quick second. Yeah, so what I was saying is that if you say it's the same thing, like I didn't understand. If you're saying reading this output here and this particular structure is the same, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't think so. You have done any. Huh? I don't think you have done kind of dev. But yeah, I mean, slowly you'll figure out that, okay, this thing and this thing is not the same. This thing you will never do in real life softwares. Anyways, I was qualified for round 2. Oh, awesome. For what? Google Code Jam? I think it's called Google Code Jam. It's called Google Code Jam, right? Yeah, Code Jam. And what is this called? Meta Hacker Rank, not Hacker. Huh? Yeah. I don't even know how to apply. Meta Hacker. Oh, okay. Nice. Congratulations. you must be really good at this. So I would say you should focus now. I think you said it's 2026 year pass out year. I think because okay, so I don't know how much of real questions you're asking, but if you're asking me how a database is running or how an API is connecting to the database, I think you should start working on dev, because your DSA, I think you should be able to crack easily. You should focus more on dev right now, because if you have gone till meta hacker up round 2, and I think I saw you doing something on code forces, whatever that level and all that is. If you're that good, I would say keep practicing, but your main focus should be dev right now to get a job. Because if you can showcase both, I think that's good. Startups generally look at dev work, and Google and all, if you get a call, are really good. They would just grind 7 or 5, 6, 7 rounds on coding DSA, so not dev. So I think you would be prepared on both fronts. So I think you should do that. Yeah. Cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go off now. What is this? Why do I have a separate mount? I think I was trying something that created that mount. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, thank you so much everybody for joining, and it was not a large, long stream, but yeah, I actually learned how to do the focus on dev from now. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna focus on I wanted to focus on how to get a middleware done. We just wrote 5 lines of code and nothing else, and we just copy pasted code. But yeah, I mean, it still works, and we have to now figure out how to get the auth middleware done. And if the auth middleware is done, we have to figure out if there's a global variable to which we are going to set the principal, right? So this is what we're going to do. And in the night, 11 o'clock or 11:30, if I'm still having energy after my tea, hopefully this tea is giving me energy. If I still have energy, I am going to then stream DSA stuff. Okay, cool, sure. Thank you so much, and thanks everyone for joining. Bye bye.